Yesterday, a royal member said how easy it was to marry into the family and integrate. Now, this poured a lot of doubt over Meghan Markle's claims that the family was actually difficult for her. So, what happened today? Well, it looks like she's responded. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose, the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this one, shall we? Now let's start with what happened yesterday. So the member of the royal family is Mike Tindall, and he is revealing in a new book that's going to be released shortly what marrying into the royal family was really like. And what he wrote is casting a hell of a lot of doubt over Meg's claims and her alleged experiences into marrying in to the royal family. And so he said that actually joining the royal family for him was easy and insisted it was all down to him being nice to them. Now, for those that don't know, he is married to King Charles's niece Zara, which is Princess Anne's daughter. And he is known for his close relationships with several of the members of the royal family. And he just was like, look, it's really easy to fit in with the royals. And so in a new interview with the Telegraph to promote his upcoming book, The Good, the Bad and the Rugby Unleashed, with James Haskell and Alex Payne, the former rugby player said that joining royal life was simple, really. And in the book, which is set to be released on the 24th of October, he recalled joining the royal family after marrying Zara in 2011. He wrote, "Believe it or not, marrying into the royal family was pretty easy for me. They were always nice to me, and I was always nice to them. Simple, really." Now, just to give you a little bit more of a background as to who Mike Tindall was, he was famous in his own right before he married into the royal family. He's an English former rugby player, and he was actually part of the England squad which won the 2003 Rugby World Cup. And so he is famous in his own right, and he is used to, the whole media intrusion, photographs, paparazzi, all that lot, right? Kind of similar to Meg's. Interesting, though, that Meg's experiences seem to be a little bit on the different side to Mike Tindall's, because, a lot of people saw this headline, saw what Mike Tindall was saying and thought, he's firing back against Meg's, but in a very, very clever way to cast doubt on her claims to marrying into the royal family by him saying, look, it wasn't difficult at all. It was absolutely easy. I were nice to them. They were nice to me. It's just that simple. And because he has cast doubt over Meg's claims as to, for her, how difficult it was to marry into the royal family, which I don't believe for a second, do you guys? They literally rolled out the red carpet for her, as far as I'm concerned. Well, less than 24 hours later, Meg's has responded to Mike Tindall, pretty much as far as I'm concerned, criticising her. And so we have an ex-staffer revealing how Meg's really felt about marrying into the royal family. Now, let's be extremely clear on this, right? The rumours are that Meg's gets everyone who works for her to sign an NDA. So my question is this: how does this ex-staffer, how are they able to speak out about Meg's without her permission and without her knowledge? If there's an NDA in place with this ex-staffer, opinion conspiracy theory, whatever, Meg's knows this ex-staffer is speaking out for her and has given permission for this ex-staffer to speak out for her, to respond to this. So what did this ex-staffer say? Well, apparently it's the Ex Bodyguard. He says he feels sorry for the former actress, as marrying into the royal family was stressful for her because she struggled to go from a B-list celebrity to the most famous family in the world. And so the ex-bodyguard in question, his name is Steve Davis. He was first introduced to Megxie in 2018 when he was hired by Suits to protect Megxie while she was in Canada. He tells In Touch, quote, "It was stressful for her, all the publicity." And after their first meeting, Davies felt sorry for her because she'd gone from being a celebrity to being a member of the biggest family in the world. We had people following us around everywhere we went. We had problems with drones, vehicles chasing us. It was a nightmare. Dude, you're a bodyguard, all right? It's part of the job description when you're protecting someone famous that's marrying into the royal family that there's going to be an elevated interest in said person when it comes to the press, the paparazzi, and the public. Dude is complaining that he had to do his job protecting Megxie, really, in this regard. Like, what kind of bodyguard is he in the first place? But again, this is why I'm saying in my title that opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, Megxie is responding to Mike Tindall on this one. Because the rumours are that she gets everyone who works for her to sign an NDA. And so how can this ex-bodyguard be speaking out at all about Megxie? If there's an NDA in place and it's so ironclad, then the only way this bodyguard is speaking out is with A, Megxie's permission, and B, words approved by Megxie. Opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. What do you guys think to that? Now, why would Megxie feel the need to respond to Mike Tindall and his claims? Why would she feel the need to respond to Mike Tindall, right? It's an interesting question. Well, let me shed some light on this, because earlier on this year, I reported on this channel that Zara and Mike Tindall was reportedly going to become top royal earners and could actually overtake Haskell and Megxie. So with that in mind, could Megxie actually see Mike Tindall and Zara as genuine rivals? I know I think she sees it that way. And so, yeah, according to a royal expert, they're saying that Zara and Mike could actually outstrip Prince Harry and Megxie with their earnings. They've been welcomed with open arms in Australia, praised for everything from their fashion choices to their PDA. And now you've got Robert Jobson, one of the top royal commentators, and some people think, you know, part of the Sussex squad, Sussex crew, Team Sussex, whatever, right? Essentially on the side of Megxie and Haskell. Saying that the pair who are making their fortunes with a series of successful career ventures could leave Prince Haskell and Megxie trailing in the dust when it comes to earnings. So writing for Mail Online, he says, quote, "They are in Australia because Zara is sponsored by the Magic Millions Thoroughbred Auction House, which runs a festival of horse sales and racing on the Gold Coast. Mike has business ventures of his own, when I can get my teeth back in, including a well-received podcast with fellow ex-international James Haskell, The Good, The Bad and The Rugby. It's been suggested that the Tindall's earning power, so Mike and Zara's earning power, could have even greater potential than that of Harry and Megxie in Montecito. Now, he pointed to the verdict of analyst Giles Kenningham from Trafalgar Strategy, who said yesterday that the Tindalls are now the premier royal couple when it comes to commercial deals, as the Harry and Meghan brand has become tarnished. Jobson said it'd be daft to write the Sussexes off, but reminded readers that Zara and Mike have managed their success without royal titles and disclosing family secrets or attacking the monarchy. Hazza, Megxie, that's how you freaking do it, you morons. You absolute imbeciles. And even though Jobson says it's daft to write the Sussexes off, no, it's not. Now, bear in mind, this was written and released earlier on this year, back in January. What a difference 10 months make, right? You've got Harry's Polo series, which, let's be real here, if you're to believe the rumours down the grapevine, Netflix aren't happy with him on that one because he's hardly featured in it at all. It's totally boring. It's going to bomb harder than the freaking Art of Invictus. Then you've got Meg's series, the whole cooking, friendship, whatever it is series. And Netflix reportedly ain't even happy with that either. With some rumours saying that they're going to leave it on the cutting room floor and not actually air it in the first place. All compounded with the issues that she's actually having with the American Riviera Orchard brand, which was all supposed to coincide with this new series in the first place. Essentially, Megsy and Hazza have become such a massive $100 million plus headache for Netflix that, I don't think it's daft to write them off. The rumours are that Netflix are going to drop them. They are not going to be renewing their contract next year. It is done and dusted. Then you look at Meg's fall from grace in terms of the podcast arena, going from Spotify, being dumped by them and being called effing grifters, to Lemonada, which I only know the existence of because Megsy signed with them and that's it. Nah. It is not daft whatsoever to write the Sussexes off. That is for damn certain. But let's just go around full circle here, as I just went off on a little bit of a tangent here. Literally, yesterday, this made headlines. You had Mike Tindall turning round and literally saying it was so easy to marry into the royal family, casting doubt on Meg's claims, where she claims the absolute opposite, right? And less than 24 hours later, what would you know it? Oh my goodness. She responds, as far as I'm concerned, through an ex-staffer, her ex-bodyguard, who turns round and is trying to essentially back up Meg's claims that, oh, poor Megsy, she had it hard. I had to protect her. She was married into the royal family because of all the paparazzi, blah, 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 blah. Literally crying over what he actually had to do for a job in the first place. Like, dude. And Megsy, get a grip. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course there's gonna be more. You do not want to miss my next video, then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about, as far as I'm concerned, Megsy responding to Mike Tindall, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.